guys, it's Eric G from Around the House Show. Is your barbecue just barely holding on and you need to upgrade it? We got you covered. Monument Grills was founded by three good friends in Atlanta, Georgia that wanted high-quality, durable grills inspired by iconic monuments. The grills are created for the person who loves to cook and are built to last and to enhance your outdoor cooking experience. What I love is that they are the best quality grills for under $900. So check out the American gas grill experts at monumentgrills.com. I bet you'll love to cook on one like I do. Check out the new standard in outdoor cooking at monumentgrills.com.
Now that is a tasty burger. Get your next barbecue at monumentgrills.com. When it comes to remodeling or renovating your home, there is a lot to know, and we have got you covered. This is Around the House.
Welcome to the Around the House Show, the next generation of home improvement. I'm Eric G. Thanks for joining me today. This hour is brought to you by our friends at Monument Grills, and they have a new one coming out here in a couple weeks that I cannot wait to share with you. I think I'm going to get to see it when I'm down at the National Hardware Show here in the middle of the month. I'll get a sneak peek here and I'll share it up with you when the time comes. So you want to check out our social media channels anywhere. Just look for Around the House Show or The Real Around the House and you'll find it right there. To find out more about their barbecues, though, head to Monument Grills. This is our midweek update, the stuff that didn't make it into last weekend's show and stuff that didn't make it into this weekend's show. And I tell you what, I was down at Design and Construction Week 2025. That's why we had the best of episode here that was a lot of fun to do and really brought some stuff out for spring with that, as well as our friends over at Van Air Doors, who I got to meet face to face finally for the first time. And they make some great stuff. If you missed the episode, go back and check it out. But this weekend, we're going to be talking about the show. And today, I just wanted to give you my experience down there and how amazing it was and what a great show. It was jam-packed. And there's a few million square feet of space down there, a few 100,000 of our closest friends that show up for this thing. I walked Monday through Friday, 29 miles to see the show, and I missed a lot of it. That's what's crazy. And it is a beautiful show. And you learn stuff. You learn what to do, not to do. I tell you what, though, at that 29 miles, I saved probably 15 miles using the loop, which is the Tesla tunnel that goes between the hotel I was staying in, the convention center, and between the different halls of the convention center. So if you're at Central Hall and you had to walk over to West Hall, which is across the road there, the 6 lanes of road, to get over there, it's probably a 15-minute walk. By the time you get through it and navigate that packed full of people, I can make it there in about 60 seconds using that. So it saves you a considerable amount of time. And so I thought, okay, and here's the one thing about Vegas. If you think that Vegas is that cheap, inexpensive place to go, not a chance. It's insane. To get just a regular king room in the Hilton there at Resorts World, $1,675 for the week for 4 nights. They get you good when it's convention season because they know they got you. And no, I wasn't going to stay over at Circus, but dang, it gets expensive there. And I'll tell you what, and here is my review of Resorts World down there. I will never stay there again unless they have new management in that place. Nice, smaller room. Definitely not what you would see in a typical hotel room. A lot smaller, more like a regular bedroom than I would say a big suite by any means. And it wasn't a suite, but many times you stay at a regular Hilton or one of the other branded hotels and the rooms are bigger. This was a little smaller. But the problem is it can take you 2 hours to get checked in. They had a disaster going on there. The hotel was full. And this property has 3 different hotels. They have the Conrad, they have another one, and then, of course, just the regular branded Hilton. And that's where I stayed because I was going to stay in the cheaper place. This was a hot mess. We show up, go to get checked in, hour and change wait. Other people later in the day had a 3-hour wait. Heard that story from many people in the elevators. So I get up there and the room is not ready. Now, I was a little early, so I wasn't too upset about that. That's my fault. They tried to put me in a lower price room for more money, which is crazy. I did not like that. I'm like, why do I have 2 queens in a smaller room for more money. But it was just crazy. We'll just leave it at that. But here's where it got crazy. If you called down, we got checked into the room. I had to come back to get the room later. They texted me. That worked flawlessly. Problem was I had to get back in that same line, even though I was pre-checked in, and I'm using air quotes on the pre-checked in. Had to wait in the line again for another hour. So you're waiting, getting through that. You finally get up there. We get up to our room. Yeah, we have 2 towels, nothing else in there. They forgot to load the room up with washcloths, hand towels, that kind of stuff. So then I get on the phone to call down. The entire 5 days that I was in that hotel room, they had the front desk number disconnected. If I called down to the front desk using their automated system, it just went like it was off the hook. It was not connected. So finally, I go down there to go take a look, and yeah, there's a 2-hour wait. I can't afford to spend 2 more hours waiting in line because the line's out the front door, out to the drop-off area in this good-sized hotel lobby. So the only way I could get someone's response was to sit there and really get on it and call the Hilton number for their customer service, for the rewards program, and then they had to call the hotel and patch me in. So we did get towels. But here's the worst part. So I had medication that I needed to be taken that was supposed to be refrigerated. Refrigerator was broken. This is a brand new hotel. So I had to do the same thing. Monday night I called, Tuesday night I called, Wednesday night and Thursday night, and they never came. Even though I had the manager, everybody else, nobody came up and took a look at that. So I ended up just having to use ice and keep it on ice and using the refrigerator like an old-fashioned ice box by jamming ice in there and trying to keep it cold enough that it would do that. So I packed it around in ice, put it in a plastic bag, and it worked. But I tell you what, for that kind of price in Las Vegas, Resorts World has got a hot mess. And everybody I talked to, oh, I'm never staying there again. And it was just an absolute disaster. I even messaged Hilton and Resorts World. Crickets. Next week, when I'm staying at actually a week and a half from now, when I'm back down to Vegas for a trade show, I'm staying at the Sahara, which is a lot less money and a lot nicer hotel, and their customer service is top notch. That's going to be my program right there. Anyway, had to tell you that story. But the one thing that was good was taking the loop, jump in. It was $5 a day. Many times I wanted to ride it to the hotel and back. I could go over there, take that, jump out of the Tesla, run in, do my show, do the recordings, do the video. It was awesome. Some of the people we saw down there, groundbreaking stuff. My friends at Champion Homes. These guys are the factory-built housing that build them a lot better than many of the stick-built houses that you see that are site-built by many of the developers in our places out there. These things, they had a duplex, which was awesome. So for multifamily housing, I thought that was really brilliant. So you had a beautifully built duplex. They had a more contemporary home there, all set up in the parking lot you could walk through. It was gorgeous. It shows you how fast they can build those homes out there because they just roll in there, set them up in a couple days, and they got a beautiful home in there. And it was nice. The air conditioning was running. They had the whole thing dialed in. It was beautiful. So they did a great job on that. You'll hear about that on an upcoming episode. I think it's really cool to do something that's going to be a way healthier home for people out there with so much less waste, and the affordability factor is absolutely amazing. But really, going through the show, I went and saw my friends at 1620 Workwear. These guys have like the best clothes out there for Made in America stuff. They are the Made in America clothing kings out there for workwear. They have my favorite pants. These are comfortable. You see me wearing them on the TV show and all that stuff all the time because, well, I just love working with these guys. And they're based out of Massachusetts, just great people to work with. And then Dow Tile, who'll be coming up this weekend show. We'll hear that. Spend some time with them and just seeing stuff like that. Toto, got some video I shot there that'll air out here in the next week or two. They had brought out colors. So they were testing the waters for new colors outside of the white that they've had since the beginning of time. So there was a lot of those great things like that we saw around there. There is a new company. We'll talk about it later in the show this weekend, but there was a company that had a mosquito system that used electronic, and you basically just went around, put those mosquito pods out, and it put off this scentless, it's not like citronella, it put out this scentless mosquito repellent outside, and you could really keep, I think it was 3,600 square feet, you could keep stuff outside of the loop of, and just mosquitoes are non-existent. So that was cool. Saw my friends at Stiletto Hammers and Tools. Those guys had some amazing new stuff. They had colors and hammers, so you could get anything from pink to flat black. And if you know me, that flat black one, I'm like, I got to get my hands on one of those. So that was great. And then Z-Line kitchen appliances, those guys, spent a lot of time with them. I have them at my house. Great catching up with them and seeing, talk about a brand that started out and is just getting better and better. Those appliances just keep getting more dialed in, and it's fun to watch them grow to really create some beautiful stuff out there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So there was a lot of stuff. I'll have content up on this. I've filmed a lot of stuff. I just got to get it edited and put together. I got hours of stuff to put together. So hopefully we'll get that up pretty soon. But I tell you what, exciting stuff out there. Lots of new products. Lots of a garage door that I saw last year as a test that they were testing out. But this is a garage door that doesn't have a track that goes up and over the top of your head in a garage. You could actually put this inside your house because each panel of the garage door goes up and it stacks up where the header is. And so they come loose and they detach. And so they stack up there like playing cards. So they just keep going straight up into that stack and they come right back down again. So that was something that was really cool. And lots of different stuff out there, which we will be talking about in future episodes. All right, guys, this midweek special, I'm running out of time here. We got to get this going so I don't run up too much time on the show here. But we got a great show coming up this weekend with lots of new stuff, lots of fun. And we'll be talking about some of the greatest stuff that you see out there in home improvement that won the awards at the biggest trade show here in the United States for these kind of things. Oh, and if you want to catch this weekend's show early on Thursday, check it out. Head over to aroundthehouseonline.com. And when you get over there, join the Around the House Insider. 10 days free if you join. You get the show a couple days early so you can hear that before the weekend, before anybody else does. So if you want that sneak peek, and we're going to have a few more benefits coming up as well with some blogs and some stories and stuff that you'll get that nobody else is going to see. And here's the big one. Any of our big interviews that we do like this, most of them don't go on the radio show or the podcast like this. They get cut down to fit that format, but I've got the entire big ones over there. So sometimes there's 10, 15, 20 minutes that didn't make the show. And so you want to catch it over there. That'll be a great thing. If you want to find out more about us, head to aroundthehouseonline.com. We should by the weekend have our brand new website up and running. So you can find that over there. Basically, I just got to get some more stuff over to Johnny at SiteHype, and we'll be ready to rock. So he's waiting on me, so I better get after it. All right, everybody, have a great rest of the week. Happy midweek special. Thanks for tuning in to Around the House. We'll see you Saturday.
Life is a love song, let's be lovers. We're all over the radio. Take my hand, I know where to go. All over the radio with you.
Are you a contractor, landscaper, or small business owner? Are you tired of renting or pulling that worn-out trailer to the job site? Is that really the best look for your company? It's time to up your game and check out the trailers from Summit Trailer. If you want the highest quality trailer you can own, they are proudly made right here in Oregon with a dealer network all along the West Coast. What I love about my Summit Trailer is that it's a dump trailer that was designed to work. I can load it up without having to worry about if it's going to be able to lift the load, and it pulls like a dream. This was built to work. So it doesn't matter if you want a dump trailer like mine or a deck over flatbed, tilt bed, or utility trailer. They got a trailer that'll fit your needs. Invest in your business with something you'll feel proud of, pulling up to any job site or your next project. Check out the best trailer in the West at summittrailermfg.com. Check out the dealer locator and find your nearest dealer at summittrailermfg.com.